Something that a lot of people really don't know how to do effectively is actually find the opportunities and get in front of somebody who will consider them for a job or a project, work at any rate. And something I want to do is just, give you some ideas and some strategies when you're looking for work. And first of all, where do you find jobs? Where do you find people who need your skills? And, the one place that, people start to think is, these big job boards online. I'll go to a job website. I'll go to a website that is dedicated for people in my profession. That's one approach, but something you have to realize is a lot of those widely, publicly posted job opportunities just get bombarded with so many different resumes and people everywhere. Oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, And even though you might be the best person for that job, chances are nobody's even going to notice you. They get so many people a day. It's hard to even stand out. And it doesn't matter if you put your resume, with a yellow background and extra big fonts and all the other silly things people do to try to get noticed. It's hardly ever going to work. But when you find jobs posted on places like Craigslist, that is a pretty good place to find a job, especially because you can run searches and just find all the listings under jobs that are looking for like PLC or something like that. And once you do, that's when the real fun begins, okay? A lot of people have read the books about how to get a job, how to write a resume, how to research companies, and they plan on, I want to get a job at this particular place. So they learn about the company and they learn about the job and they brush up their skills, and they spend days to weeks to months preparing to approach this company for work. And then their approach never even gets seen by a real person. It ends up in a database. It goes to somebody who looks at your resume for 5 seconds, doesn't immediately see what they're looking for, and then just files it away. You just did all that work for nothing. Now, there's a time to do some of that work, and there's a time not to. When you want a particular job, when you've got your heart set on this company, then yes, it makes sense to go ahead and do some of that work, and then be a lot more diligent and intelligent about connecting with people in that company in a meaningful way, not just approaching some stranger you don't even know on LinkedIn and saying, hey, can I get a referral to your company? No, I don't know you. I don't know what you can do. Who are you? Did you kill somebody? Why are you talking to me, But, kindle a relationship with some people that can help you in that company. But, kindle a meaningful relationship. Talk to them. Engage with them. Don't just hit some random stranger up for a referral, or, they're not going to give you one. I'll put my name on the line for you. Who the hell are you again? No. But if you're not, just decided that you have to work for a specific company, you just want an opportunity, you just want to get paid, you just want to get to work and, have some money to throw around, then pay attention, okay? Do not research companies. Do not learn about them. Do not study their products. Do not look them up on Facebook. Do not find reviews of them. You know what? Don't even read their job description in their ad. Well, they're looking for this. I've got all that. Oh, gee, they're looking for this thing too, and I don't have that. Oh, bummer, man, I can't apply. You are shooting yourself in the foot by disqualifying yourself. Because here's the thing. I posted a job for a PLC programmer on Craigslist or on LinkedIn or wherever, and I'm looking for 10 different properties in this person. You only have 8 of them. So you get discouraged and you don't send me your resume. Here's what you don't know. I've also posted 3 other jobs that you don't know about, and I have one coming up that I haven't even posted yet. You're qualified for 4 of those opportunities, just not the one that you noticed today. Had you sent me your resume, I might have said, you know what? This person doesn't work for that job, but man, I've got something that they would be perfect for. You don't know. And in disqualifying yourself, you just disqualified yourself from all those other opportunities you didn't even know about. Not smart, okay? Another thing is, just because I'm looking for all 10 of these things and I say, oh, these are the requirements for this position, you don't know. Maybe nobody's really come at me that had all of those requirements, and when you send me your resume, it's the most qualified one. And I say, you know, those other 2 things, we can work on those. I can send you to some training to pick those things up. But I really need this job filled now. You know what? I'm going to make this person an offer. But instead of giving me that opportunity and that chance to consider you for the position, you disqualified yourself. You looked and said, oh, I'm not qualified. You don't know what I'm looking for. You don't know what my priorities are. You don't know everything I need. And nobody is paying you to do my job for me. Okay? Don't disqualify yourself. It's my job as the hiring manager. It's my job to disqualify you if you're not what I want. And I'm getting paid to do that job, okay? Let me do my job. You do your job. Your job is to try to find a job, okay? And it's a numbers game. It's not about, well, I made 3 very meaningful connections today, and I sent them my resume, and I applied for jobs for which I'm very highly qualified. Wow, you reached out to 3 whole people today? Oh my God! Did you strain any muscles doing that, or are you okay? Did you eat and take a nap afterwards? You must have been so tired. You talked to 3 people. Talk to 200 or 300 people. You don't necessarily have to interact with them, but if you really need to work and you're looking for a job, send your resume out to 200 or 300 different places in a day. Send them just a quick, casual email that says, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm a PLC programmer. I have this experience and that experience. If you happen to need anything, and if there's anything that I can help with, please let me know, and we can set up a chat, and we can set up a talk or a call or whatever, and, explore the possibilities. Have a great day, and, that's it. Just send them a friendly little email like that, but 200 or 300 people a day. And you know what? You're going to get all these responses back. I don't need anything from you. I'm not looking for anything. Where did you get my number? Or where did you get my email address? You'll get, these ignore. You don't care about those. You don't need to respond to those. You don't need to pay them any attention. You're just looking for the one that says, intriguing. Can you send me an example of something you've done? Or, can I take a look at your resume? Okay? That's what you're looking for. I have no problem. I don't feel bad at all If I send out 100 different offers for service and I only get one person back that says, yeah, I've got some work you could do for me and I'll pay you to do it. Those other 99, the ones that didn't want me, that didn't need anything from me, guess what? I'm not losing any sleep over those when I'm cashing my check from the one that said yes. All right? It's a numbers game. If you're contacting 3 people in a day, expect to get a job maybe in 6 months to a year. If you're contacting 200 or 300 people a day, expect to have an offer or at least some very serious consideration probably within 3 days to a week. Okay? It just depends on how efficient you want to be and how quickly you want to get to work. But, if you're geographically limited, I can only work in my city. Well, you're going to have fewer opportunities. If you're wide open and you're willing to relocate, commute a little bit longer, work remotely, things like that, boy, there's so many opportunities out there. It's crazy. You can't imagine. And obviously, if they never hear about you, they're never going to consider you, they're never going to find you, they're never going to give you any work. So when you're job hunting and you're making contacts, remember, quantity trumps quality. You don't worry about making these high quality connections and finding perfect fits. Worry about how many people you can offer service to in a day. And on top of that, don't forget about all the other resources about there. Yeah, there's job boards. There's also LinkedIn. There's a lot of jobs posted on there. That's one thing. But it's better. Post your own resume and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this kind of opportunity. I have these qualifications. Friends, if you would, share this around with anybody that you know, or, reshare it. Help me get some attention, because I really want to work. I'm really looking for a good opportunity, and I'm having trouble finding one. That is going to be a whole lot more effective in most cases than being one of the 10,000 people that responds when someone posts a job. Also, get in contact with headhunters, placement specialists, staffing agencies, whatever they call themselves. It's kind of all the same thing, but get in front of them. Their job is to match people with work, and they get paid once they do that. So if you've got some qualifications, if you're, at a level where you actually draw some attention, by all means, put those people to work for you. Reach out and say, hey, here's my resume. If you've got anything for me, let me know. I'll be happy to work with you. So there's a lot of different opportunities and avenues to go and find work. But the main thing you need to realize is contact as many people as you can. Blast I'm not saying send everybody just a resume. I wouldn't even send a resume. I usually get email addresses from posts and things like that, and I just send a friendly email. My name's Paul. I'm a PLC programmer. I do this, this, and this. If I can be of any use to you, please let me know. Have a great day. Guess what? That's refreshing email. This guy's got some skills. He's got some qualifications. He's got some confidence. He doesn't sound desperate. He didn't email me, 50 pictures of jobs he did and his resume and 3 program, all this crazy stuff. But he offered in his email, he's okay. I'm interested. It doesn't cost me anything. I'll just write him an email back and see what he can do. That's a great way to find work. But don't get discouraged if what you've been doing so far is hitting these big job boards and not getting a response. Nobody does, okay? If you see 10,000 other people applying, Don't waste your time. You're not going to get it. If you think you're going to get it, go out and buy a lottery ticket. You have a better chance of getting paid off of that. So anyway, play the numbers game. 200 or 300 people in a day, that's about reasonable. That's where you want to be if you're really trying to find a job and really get yourself to work. And remember, do not disqualify yourself. Do not spend your time researching companies. Don't even read the posts of, this is what this position requires and is looking for. Don't waste your time. If it says PLC anywhere in the post, that means they work with PLCs. And that means you probably have some value to them. If you don't have value to them, let them worry about that. Let them figure it out. They get paid for that. Let them disqualify you. But don't disqualify yourself because you don't know what else they've got. You don't know what they're going to need 5 days down the road. So just give them the opportunity to do their own jobs, disqualify you or offer you work. And meanwhile, instead of you doing their jobs for them for free, you can be contacting the next person and the next person and the next person until somebody's making you rich.